Hi, my name is Nathan Olson. Did you know that companies with ethnically diverse executive teams are 39% more likely to financially outperform their peers? McKinsey and Company not only discovered this, but also used it to drive their success. If you didn't know already, McKinsey and Company is a management and strategy consulting firm. It is widely known that they are extremely successful. After listening and following along, you should understand how McKinsey and Company's commitment to ethnic and gender diversity has contributed to the Global Diversity Initiative. First off, here's our agenda. I'll start with going over the impact on diversity through McKinsey's clients, followed by McKinsey's commitment to diversity, and lastly, the influence on industry standards. While my goal is not to showcase client work, I like to share a glimpse of the impact that McKinsey provides other businesses with. This is to provide some foreground as to how McKinsey is seen as reputable when it comes to numerous studies and identifying the impact on the Global Diversity Initiative. Through client work, McKinsey's impact on diversity is immense. Stated by McKinsey, the way they help businesses build a diverse workforce is through assessing and creating insights, building programs to empower employees, applying skills, and guiding transformational change through DEI programs. These diversity, equity, and inclusion programs are comprised of company wide initiatives, sustainable improvements, and the management of the implementation of these programs. Next, I'd like to share some insights as to how committed to diversity McKinsey is, in and out of their own workforce. First off, McKinsey has stated that within their workforce, they employ over 140 different citizenships. They have also invested over $20 million dollars into diversity research. And since 2006, they have had a 100% score in the Human Rights Corporate Equality Index. As you can see, they sound fairly committed to diversity and understanding it better. However, I'd like to outline the discrepancy between being diverse and having a noticeable and beneficial impact on the global initiative. I don't know how diverse McKinsey is, as they are not transparent about their ethnic diversity statistics. So, I want to make sure that their impact is not to be interpreted as being diverse themselves. Now, I'll move on to discussing a series of studies conducted by McKinsey. Why Diversity Matters is a report from 2015 that sparked the series of reports, which grew with great success over the years. First, I'd like to talk about its reputability. Being data driven, this 2015 study consisted of 366 public corporate companies. They were all large firms, including Google and Microsoft, and it has been contributed from in at least one diversity related legislation. What this means is that laws were legislated or created with contribution from McKinsey's report. Now that we've taken care of reputability, we can talk about the findings, which suggest that diverse workforces are 35% more likely to outperform their peers. I'm sure we've all heard something like this, but understanding who produced these data driven results is important. In 2023, McKinsey published their fourth report, a part of this series of studies, which have effectively showed the relationship between diversity and performance. Chance at outperformance is the percent you see in the photos. The top row of data represents gender diversity, and the bottom row represents ethnic diversity. The numbers below the percentiles represent the number of companies included in each study. In these series of reports, we can visually see how the data has matured. Each year, more and more companies are included in the research, and the result only solidifies the business case for diversifying. McKinsey's series of diversity reports have become a global benchmark used by many. Additionally, these statistics and views on the impact of diversity have been adopted globally, meaning this has pushed many organizations to start working toward a more diverse workforce. Through many academic reviews and citations, the series of McKinsey reports have been referenced many times by Harvard, MIT, and more. However, there are also academic reports which state that the business case for diversity isn't as strong as McKinsey suggests, which would present a pretty big ethical dilemma. Lastly, considering their business model is to sell ideas and strategize for others, I can't help but envision a conflict of interest with monetizing the use case for diversity. With that, I'll let you decide whether or not McKinsey's impact is beneficial to the global initiative for diversity. Thank you, and that will conclude my presentation.